What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Thursday. We got some Thursday night football tonight. Good opportunity for a same game parlay. I'm going to go ahead and kick off another ladder challenge here. We've been close one day away a couple of times in the past, but this year failed to complete the challenge. So I've been doing a little bit of thinking, why have we failed so many times? And I actually think it's from being too chalky. I've really thought about this and I've just realized if we're going to get through this at the end of the day, we're just going to need a little bit of luck. And we need at least some level of risk. I think we've been trying to be too safe, too chalky. And of course, as long as one big upset happens, during the week in football, which is pretty common, we see it almost on a weekly basis, it goes ahead and blows up our tickets. So last week, Green Bay just need them by a field goal at home. We get the injuries to the offense and they come up short. So at the end of the day, we need a little bit more risk. And these ladder challenges, when you really think about it, this is just for fun. This is entertainment. I know $100 to start off the challenge might be a decent amount of money to some people, but always use an amount in these ladder challenges that's just like an entertainment sized wager to start with. You don't have to start with 100. You can start with $1 if you want to tail along just for fun. So again, guys, let's have a little bit of fun with this. And from here on out with these ladder challenges, let's actually take risk. Let's take the right amount of risk. So today, Thursday night football, same game parlay, one game. I like the ticket, a little bit juicy. Again, it's just one game, so we're kind of limited today, but I got a ticket for you guys in today's video. I'll have a ticket for Saturday, hopefully a ticket for Sunday. Hopefully we can knock out 3 days just this week in football. So if you guys are new to the channel, definitely hit the subscribe button. Be sure to drop a like on the video. If you do want my predictions on any game this week, I already dropped both the videos, the college football and the NFL predictions, my spread predictions for every single game. So be sure to check that out. But let's just get into it, guys. I got a ticket for you. Tail it. Don't tail it. Let me know in the comments if you hate it, if you love it, if you're tailing it. All is good, man. I'm going to have some fun with this one. We're going to start taking more risk in these ladder challenges. And as long as we have a little bit of luck, man, we'll be able to get this thing done. And by the way, updated numbers at the bottom of the screen for premium. You can see they've gone down a bit, but hey, still up over 20 units, a good amount. It's been a good football season so far. You can't win every single week. So this week, bounce back week, I feel good about it. The only reason last week wasn't another huge winning week, again, was the Packers, man. They wiped out a huge parlay I had. So really, really frustrating. A couple other small bets as well. So just Green Bay being upset was the difference between a lot of money and a losing week. So is what it is. Let's go ahead and get started here. Thursday night football. Go to the popular section. Let's just start it off with this, man. Denver, they got magic in the fourth quarter if they need it. We saw the Raiders make a trade there. Some of their offense is now gone. Geno had a really tough year. Now he's on the road in Mile High versus this Denver defense. I'm not a huge fan of Bo Nix, but I am a huge fan of Sean Payton, this defense, this home environment. Somehow, some way, regardless if they cover the spread or not, and honestly, based on the line movement and the money splits, I might actually lean Raiders to cover the spread, but I don't see them winning this game, man. Geno versus this defense with now an even more limited offense. And we've seen this magic that Denver has. If they got to pull this thing out late, they'll probably pull this thing out late. So Denver here on the money line gets us started. Let's go over to passing props. Now you kind of got to think of the game script, right? We kind of got to have a general idea of how we think the game's going to go. Well, what did I start with? I think Denver's going to win. I think for at least most of the game, there's a good chance that the Raiders will be playing from behind. So how do we kind of look at props? Well, if we think the Raiders are playing catch up, we probably want to look at, either receiving props or passing props for them. And if we think Denver is going to be in control, even if they kind of get off to a slow start, at least in those later part of the game, the later quarters, third and fourth quarter, we probably should look at some running props. So let's go ahead and let's go to alternative passing for Mr. Geno Smith. I said he would struggle against Denver, but that doesn't mean he can't get us 150. I mean, they're going to have to play catch up. I'm not a fan of Ashton Genty. I like this Denver front. I think even if he has a really, really rough first half, maybe he only has like 50 or 60 yards, playing catch up, some good passing and junk time when Denver kind of switches up their defensive scheme. Even if we have to get it late, Geno Smith, as long as he doesn't get injured, he's going to get up and over one. Alrighty, guys, looks like my mic was muted for part of that video. I wasn't paying attention. I don't know how much of that you heard or not, but let me go ahead and break this thing down as fast as possible. I like Denver to win this game. Obviously, they got magic in the fourth quarter if they need it. Gino's going to be playing catch up. He's going to get us 150, even if he needs junk time yards. J.K. Dobbins, a team that's probably playing with the lead, even if we need him to rack up some yards with the lead in the third and fourth quarters, he's going to get us 40. And then, of course, Denver, I was showing you guys there on Google, their home and away results, how drastic the difference is. They're going to go ahead and get us at least 20 points here at home, 10 points per half, not asking too much there. And the Broncos winning and the team total there is pretty much correlated, because if they don't get us 20 points, they're probably not going to win the game, or at least it'll be too close for comfort. So Denver to score 20, Gino to play catch up a little bit, Dobbins to kind of run the clock out a little bit. Minus 134. Like I said, it's one game, one same game parlay. We're limited on legs. That's why it's juicy today. Of course, we could bump up J.K. Dobbins to 50 yards and have a little bit better price, but I don't know, man. If this does become a really ugly blowout, maybe they'll put in like some second and third string backs to kind of give him a little bit of a lighter load. You never know what Sean Payton's thinking in a game like this. And that's also why I don't really want Bo Nix props as well. Just kind of the game script I'm thinking for this one. So I'll put my bet slip on the screen for all you guys to see. Again, this is just for fun. We're going to be a little bit more risky this time around with the ladder challenge, and we'll get a lot more aggressive here on Saturday to make up the ground for only winning about $75 off of this ticket. So you guys can let me know what you think about this ticket. Love it, hate it. If you're going to tail it, if you're going to fade it, whatever, man. It's all good. I'm having some action tonight here on Thursday. It'll be a lot of fun. Again, make sure you check out my videos with those individual spread predictions. I went 11-1 last week in the NFL on those picks. Really sensational. So I'll leave you guys with that. You can sign up for premium if you're a little bit more serious about sports betting. Again, you see my records down there, even coming off a nasty losing week, still deep in profit, man. Still a huge amount of profit in premium. So looking for a good bounce back week this week. I'm excited. I'll see you guys Saturday, hopefully, for day 2.